Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Here to do my melts for the week, so everything that I emptied and everything that I didn't, so empties and unempties. It's a really cold night, so you might be able to hear the heater on in the background. Yeah, so anyway, here we go with what I melted. So I'll start with the empties. So I did a couple of scoops, I was quite happy with that. So this is Hatchet from L3, which is black tea, flannel, and fresh picked blackberries. I do really like this one. It's a really, really juicy blackberry. Like, it's just a delicious... I don't know if fresh picked blackberries is a different blackberry scent to her regular blackberry oil. I'm not sure. But it smells so juicy, and I feel like the black tea just kind of enhances the juiciness. I don't get much flannel. I feel like it's very subtle, if there. To me, it's really about the black tea and the blackberries. So, love it. It always throws well. I will get it again sometime. I also finished Blackberry Lemon Curd Zucchini Bread from L3. Another one I do enjoy. It's got a lot of lemon curd to it, but the zucchini bread kind of balances that out nicely. I've had Blackberry Lemon Curd with White Elephant Exchange, and that one is too strong on the blackberry and the lemon curd. Like, it's very zingy. Yeah, just too much of that. So, yeah, this one's pretty good. It's not like a favourite. Lemon curd can be a little bit overwhelming for me, but it's not bad. Great throw. Possibly would repurchase, only in a small quantity though, probably not even a scoop, maybe just like bunts or something. Scoopable, this was the sample, so pumpkin graham crackers, so vanilla pumpkin blended with graham crackers. I surprisingly really enjoyed this. I'm just not a pumpkin melter, but this vanilla pumpkin, it's not your typical pumpkin spice pumpkin. Like, it does have a spice to it, but it's different. It's more of a creamy, it's almost like a very light chai, but not overly chai-like, because that can be really off-putting to me as well. Yeah, this was a really yummy, warm, sort of sweetened spice. I don't know. It was really, really good though. It threw quite well. I divided it up into 3. I would get this one again. Not again, wouldn't need huge quantities, but a small scoop or something for next autumn winter would be really good. I did L3's cream filled, so this is like a I think it's like a, I don't know if it's whipped cream, it's like a cream strawberry cupcakes at Tiffany's blend. This one I don't mind. I melted it up here earlier today. It's not a bad creamy strawberry scent. If I hadn't looked up the notes, I wouldn't have been able to tell that Cupcakes at Tiffany's was in here. It really does just smell like a very creamy strawberry. Creamy strawberries are so often a miss for me, more so than a hit, that the fact that I melted this and didn't mind it, I think is pretty good. I think it is just her fresh picked strawberries, and I don't mind her fresh picked strawberries. It doesn't smell like fresh picked strawberries, but it's not bad. And the creaminess is not bad too. It doesn't smell like a terrible kind of artificial. So many cream scents smell really artificial to me, and this one doesn't. So while I wouldn't say it smelled like legit strawberries and cream, this is probably one of the only strawberries and cream type scents that I could tolerate. I probably wouldn't melt it on its own again, but I think this one would be good for blends. Like, I could do this with zucchini bread, with sugar cookie royale, with just some of my favorite bakery blenders, and I think that would be really good. So yeah, I may get that one in blends in the future. I did this, it was a matrix melt in buttermilk pie. So this is vanilla custard, sugar cookie, creme brulee, and pie crust. I really love buttermilk pie. I think I've talked about it a lot lately. I have it in blends a lot, but I do have it solo too. I think I have a scoop of it solo maybe. I really like the kind of burnt, sugary, caramel kind of note from the creme brulee, and everything else just blends really nicely in it. So I do enjoy it solo. I enjoy it in blends. It throws well. Definitely will be a repurchase. That's one of my favorite vanilla type blenders from L3. Black sugar, peppered suede, and mahogany teakwood from L3. This was really good, but it smelled really familiar. Like, it didn't smell unique. I think I could just smell a lot of black sugar. Yeah, there's kind of slightly different woody masculine notes in it, but I feel like it mostly smelled like black sugar. So I was enjoying it, but I remember smelling it going, this really feels like something I've smelled before. It threw very strongly up here in my office. It doesn't feel like a blend I'd need to get again because it just didn't feel super unique, but I did enjoy it. Roanoke from L3. I didn't love this one. I did this one up here as well in the office. There are some woody scents that have like a kind of sourness to them. Not many, but this one has it. Yeah, it's a weird kind of sourness that I don't quite understand and I don't love. Great throw, but yet not a repurchase. Apple Butter Caramel from Dessers. So this one I thought I was going to like, but I actually had to tip it out. I'm so picky with these apple caramel scents. Like, there's some caramel apple oils I love. And I thought this one would be okay, but it got to the really dense, sickly, it just didn't work for me. And there was something else too, maybe a spice or something that I didn't love. So it was strong, but yeah, I had to tip it out and I wouldn't get that one again. Black Sugar Stainless Steel. So this one, when did I do this? Am I doing this one right now? Probably not a great, no, I'm not. I don't remember doing this. It smells good though. Maybe yesterday? It smells like black sugar, but there's definitely a much more crisp, almost fresh aquatic, but still very masculine kind of thing to it. So I like it. I might actually get this one again, but I can't remember what day I melted it, which is not a great sign. So anyway, maybe yesterday. Anyway, it smells good in the bag. I feel like I want to give that one another go. But Tea Time Tarts Salem's Castle. So this one is Palo Santo Coconut Cream and Zucchini Bread. I love Salem's Castle. It is so good. It just, the zucchini bread, the palo, and the coconut just perfect together. Perfect, slightly woody bakery. Smells really good. It threw strongly, but probably only for about 4 hours. It did die off after that. So I don't know. I've had it before, and I don't know if it did the same in the other shapes that I had it as well. But it still would be a repurchase. I really do enjoy that one. I don't remember this one. So British Creepy Treasures Demon Barber. So Barbershop 1920s and Blue Sugar. I don't remember melting it. It smells good. I think she has a good blue sugar. It smells very masculine. But I feel like maybe this row wasn't the greatest because I'm sure I came up here and I'm sure I spent some time up here and I was working. And I just don't remember it melting. So anyway, I'd possibly maybe try like a little jack or something in it again because she does sell those little jack packs, which is quite good I think because they're quite cheap and yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe. This is what I'm melting up here at the moment. So Cider Lane and Toasted Mallow. This is really nice. The Toasted Mallow almost has like a kind of smoky, toasty quality to it. And the Cider Lane smells really good as well. So I walked up here before. I was like, oh, that smells quite nice. Quite nice and comforting for such a sort of cool evening. So it's throwing very strongly up here. Possibly a repurchase. I don't know if I love it enough, but it is nice. I did 2 loaves. I finished off 2 loaves. I didn't melt the whole loaves, obviously, but I finished 2 loaves. So this one is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Sugar Cookie Royale, Vanilla Ice Cream. So this one's not bad. It's not my favorite. Like, I have a lot of pumpkin pecan waffle blends from L3. I always enjoy them, but Vanilla Ice Cream, not my favorite blender. It's a bit artificial for me. So yeah, like, I like this blend. Sugar Cookie Royale and Pumpkin Pecan Waffles always go together really well. But the Vanilla Ice Cream was always just a bit of a bummer, you know. So, great throw, but not a repurchase. It was fine. Like, had no issues melting the loaf down. There's just other Pumpkin Pecan Waffle blends I much prefer. I'm doing this one down in the lounge room at the moment. So, this is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Cider Lane, Mellow Fireside, and Blackberries. So, this one, I enjoy it, but it's one that I find hard to melt because For me, cider lane blends tend to be afternoon/evening type blends. They're not things like, I don't really feel like melting cider lane in the morning. But pumpkin pecan waffles is a bakery morning scent. So when I melt it in the morning, I always feel like, oh, I don't know if I should be melting that. And then when I melt it in the afternoons, I'm like, this feels a bit like I should be melting. Like, it's just me and my own stupid head. But there's just certain scents that are morning scents and there's certain ones that are afternoon. And this one crosses both boundaries. And you would think that that would make it suitable for either. But in my own silly head, it makes it suitable for neither. So yeah, I do enjoy it. I would possibly get a Cider Lane Mellow Fireside Blackberry blend without pumpkin pecan waffles. Maybe I would prefer that. Because yeah, so liked it. Good throw. Not a repurchase. So now I've got some clamshells. So Super Tarts Texas Chainsaw. So this is caramel apple, hot maple toddy, and French baguette. I really enjoyed this. When I got it last year, I was a bit hit or miss on it. But this year, love the caramel apple scent. Like I said, really fussy about apple and caramel, but some caramel apple oils, really good. This one's one of them. The hot toddy just adds a bit of warmth, and the French baguette's a really delicious bakery. So, love it. Really good throw. I will get some more of that one. Like, I have really enjoyed it. P&W from Super Tarts. I did this one with, because I didn't have quite enough to stretch across the warmers in my bedroom, I put some fall leaves in there. So, P&W is rain, juniper, sage, eucalyptus, spearmint, beechwood, Washington apple. I do enjoy P&W. It's a really nice outdoorsy scent. It's got a little bit of a fruity pop with the apple and the juniper berry. It's got beautiful fresh rain. Don't really get eucalyptus or spearmint that much. And a slight beechwood, so it is really pretty. I don't know if the fall leaves improved it. It didn't make it, like, it just changed it. Like, it wasn't better, it wasn't worse than P&W, it was just a little bit different. So, I do love her fall leaf scent, though. The combo threw really well. I would get P&W again. I really enjoy it. It's not my favourite of her rain scents, but it is very good. I did You Rain from Super Tarts. This one is rain, cucumber, sandalwood, ozone, and sugar cubes. So, I do like this one. I probably should have saved it for summer. I feel like the really kind of juicy, that cucumber note, I just feel like is a summer scent for me. So the rain is really good. I don't really get much of a sandalwood sort of vibe. Oh yeah, it's mostly rain and cucumber, but there is a little bit of woodiness to it. So I do like it, but yeah, this time of year is probably not my favourite time for melting this scent. I probably needed to hold on to it till summer. It threw really strongly. I would get that one again. I don't need huge quantities of it, but it is good. Posts everyone. So Golden Amber Rain, Beach Florals, Ocean Air, Melon. My nose really flip-flops around on this one. Sometimes I melt it and I can really smell the amber and the rain, and then I love it. Other times, like this time, it smells more like the Beach Florals, Ocean Air, and Melon, which I believe is an oil called Seaside, or at least it's been referred to as Seaside. I do not like that scent. I can tolerate little doses of it, but if there's too much of it, I don't like it. And this time around, all I could really smell was that. So yeah, when I smell more amber and rain, it's fabulous, but when I smell the beachside, not so much. Oh, Seaside, not so much. So yeah, this one, I don't know if it's a repurchase just because I am really sensitive to that Seaside scent. It is very strong, but yeah. And I finished off a Clam of Rain, which it's about time because seriously, I have so much of her rain. I think I have like 4 or 5 more clamshells of it. I melted it with her Salty Sea Air, so it was a really good combo. I would say it's not the best combo I've done with her rain. I think the best combo I did with her rain was actually with Beechwood. That was amazing. But I'm just kind of mixing it in with all of the different Super Tarts blenders and testing it out. So I love her rain, which is one of my absolute favourite oils. It's just the best rain oil. It's just phenomenal. It always throws well. So that one's always a repurchase. The Salty Sea Air is really good as well. It's very strong, very salty. It's very much what I like. So I actually would like to get more of her Salty Sea Air. That said, I think most vendors are pretty similar in the Salty Sea Air space, but hers just performs super well. So definitely would get that as well again. I did blend this one as well. I did Salty Sea Air and Beechwood. That's actually going in my son's room at the moment. And there's a phenomenal combo. Beechwood, I love. Beechwood probably pairs slightly better with Rain. I did it with Rain and that was incredible, but it was really good with the Salty Sea Air as well. The Salty Sea Air, I did 50-50, and the Salty Sea Air was definitely more strong than the Beechwood. Beechwood doesn't really smell woody. It's really interesting. Kind of hard to describe. There's a little bit of a floral to it. And then it does remind you of the beach, but there's no saltiness to it. So that's where the Salty Sea Air came in and was really good. So I love that. I love the Beechwood. Great strong combo. Would like to get all of those as blenders again. So that is all of the empties. Now I'm going to move on to the unempties, although I did talk about some of those blenders there because I blended empty ones with unempties and yeah. Alright, let's talk scoops first. So I did L3 Beechwood Vetiver, Brown Sugar Fig, Sandalwood, Warm Vanilla Sugar. I really like this scent. It's a very unusual scent. When I got this one, I had no idea what to expect from that combo of notes, other than I knew that I liked a few of the oils. It's definitely on the perfume side, but it's just such a unique combo. I can smell... I don't get a huge amount of sandalwood. I definitely smell the Beechwood Vetiver. I definitely get a clean, almost soap-like tone from Warm Vanilla Sugar. And the Brown Sugar Fig, I don't know. Yeah, this one is super unique, and I always really enjoy it when I melt it. And it's very strong. This is one of the strongest scents ever. It's like... whew. So yeah, I love this one. I would get it again. I would be worried that if I asked it, because it was like probably a customer request, I would be a bit worried with a combo like this that them repouring it might not turn out the same because ratios or whatever might be different, but I love it. Like, so hard to describe, but so good. L3 Cotton Candy Mellow Fluff Salty Sea Air Blue Spruce. I love this one. I really enjoy Salty Sea Air scents with sweet scents, so like Salty Sea Air and Cotton Candy. Just love that. So you definitely get that sweet and salty sea air combo, but you definitely get the tree notes from the blue spruce as well. Don't know if what the mellow fluff does. Like, it doesn't smell super sweet like you would think a cotton candy mellow fluff scent would. But still love it. If you've had that kind of sweet and salty sea air combo before, this is perfect. Throws really well. Definitely would get it again. L3 Sweet on Paris Blueberry Tea and Cakes. I really enjoyed this one. I melted it in my office. It's super strong. Definitely tea and cakes. Sweet on Paris isn't always a favourite of mine. It often smells very perfume-like, but I feel like it blends really well here. The blueberry just tones it into the bakery really well. Like, it does kind of smell like an artificial berry mix, but it smells good, you know? So I really enjoy it. Like I said, great throw. I would get that combo again. I think it's very good. So Palo Santo Buttercream Mallow Fireside from L3. This is fantastic. I adore Palo Santo blends like this. Like, just sweet, vanilla-like, creamy. I love buttercream. And the Mallow Fireside just, it kind of enhances the smokiness a little bit, but it just... So yeah, this one's just, it's rich, it's creamy, it's woody, it's amazing. It throws really well already. I got this one fairly recently. I feel like I would probably get that one again. It's very good. I did some Today's October 3rd from L3. So Palo Santo Sugar Cookie Royale Toasted Mellow. On cold now, I don't actually seem to like Today's October 3rd on cold anymore. It has a kind of weird tone to it, but I do enjoy it warm. I'm preferring now scents like that Palo Santo Buttercream and things like that. Like, I still enjoy Palo Santo Bakery. Today's October 3rd is a really good one, but there's others I like more now. So yeah, it was good. It threw well. I don't know. I would probably always keep a small amount of Today's October 3rd on hand at home, but I don't need big quantities of it. Tea and crumpets from Scoopable Tart Wax. So tea and cakes blended with cup of cake. I really do like this. It is mostly just a tea and cake scent. Like, there is more of a bakery note to it, but you don't really notice it that much. It's mostly just tea and cakes. Through pretty well. I don't feel like I need to get it again because it's not super unique, but it's fine. L3 buttercream frosted sugar. Hang on. Buttercream frosting sugar cookie royale zucchini bread. Love this one as well. Like I said, love buttercream. What I really like about this one is there's another scent that I love, which is basically this but with wild berry mousse. And I adore that. Like, I have a loaf. I've melted so much of it. It's just one of my favorite berry bakery scents. And I think I love wild berry in a lot of blends, but what really makes that one smell good is just, this is such a good bakery combo. Like, sugar cookie royale and zucchini bread. I think most people who do L3 bakery know that those two go together really well. And there's different kind of creamy blenders that you can put with them, and they're all good, but something about buttercream and the way it blends in there, I just love it. So yeah, love this. I could use this as a base for other blends, so other than wild berry mousse, but love it on its own as well. Great throw. Definitely would repurchase that one. Red bottoms from L3. My jacked up nail. It's not that bad, but it's just, I had a good run. My nails, I got them, not that I like them too long, but I had a bit of length on them. And then they started to, you know, break a little bit, so I cut them down, and now they're just, well, cut far. Anyway, I took them down. And I know cutting my nails is probably why they're playing up now, but yeah, now this one in particular is just continually like breaking and peeling and just being black. But anyway, red bottoms. So jet puff mallow, zucchini bread, sugar cookie royale, wild berry mousse, and raspberry. I really enjoy this one. It's got a funny tone to it on cold, but on warm, it's really delicious. It's just a really great zucchini bread bakery. In some ways, it's got similarities because it's got the zucchini bread and the sugar cookie royale that this combo has. But it's got jet puff. So instead of buttercream, it's got jet puff mallow, which is less sort of vanilla dense, more sugary. And then this one has both wild berry mousse and raspberry. So it's kind of comparable to that other loaf with the wild berry, buttercream, sugar cookie royale, zucchini bread combo. But I prefer, I think, the denseness of the buttercream and the lack of the raspberry. But I still do really like this one. Throws really well. It will be a repurchase. This is the second scoop I've gone through of that one. Jackal from Super Tarts. So this one is blackberry jam, zucchini bread, toasted marshmallow. This one is one of my all-time favorite scents. She just has the most perfect blackberry jam. It is sweet and delicious, just fantastic. The sweetness gets amped up a little bit with the marshmallow, and you can smell zucchini bread, but I don't find this to be a strong zucchini bread scent at all. So love it. It's just forever just going to be a repurchase. I always melt this one. It always makes me happy. It always performs. It's just fantastic. Black linen and kumquats from Super Tarts. So black linen, amber, kumquats, jasmine, lily. First time ever melting this one. I don't know what its name used to be. Jackal's name is now Spread the Love, I think. I don't know what this one was before, but I really loved it. I can't believe it's like 3 years on with me and Super Tarts, and I still am finding scents that I just haven't tried yet and I fall in love with. I don't know how that happens. Like, why I haven't tried this one sooner, I don't even know. Like, looking at those notes, maybe the jasmine and the lily put me off, but so it's definitely a citrus. And kumquat is just a really juicy, yummy citrus. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's a really good citrus scent. I don't really get a huge amount of floral from it, but I do get like a clean kind of, if you've melted satsuma and linen from Teddy Bees, or I feel like there's other kind of citrusy, citrus linen type scents out there, and I really enjoy them. They're really good. Kumquats I feel like is kind of related more to like a Satsuma scent than say orange or something along those lines. So yeah, love it. Great throw. Definitely would repurchase it. Was really, really impressed with that one. Super Tarts My Lady. So this is Jasmine, Citrus, Musk, Blackberry, Honey. I love this scent. It is very intense though. This time around melting it, I feel like it was almost a little bit too much. It is crazy strong. Like, I had it on in the bedrooms, and for a good while, it took a little while. It did settle after a while, but for a good while, it was filling my lounge room as well, which doesn't normally happen from the bedrooms. And the thing that I was melting in the lounge room wasn't particularly weak either, but this just was like all the way out there. It has the strongest musk thing scent ever. And I feel like the musk and the honey and the blackberry together, they almost create a smoky vibe. So yeah, there's just this deep kind of very perfumed smokiness. And then just like citrus and honey notes, and I don't know, I don't really get a huge amount of floral from it. So yeah, I really enjoy it. This time around though, it was just a little bit too much. So even though I do love it, it is a, you know, only an every now and then scent. Like I said, incredibly strong. I have a couple of clams of it, so I don't know when I'll need to repurchase it, but it is very good. K, Hey Sailor. So this is Black Sea, Winterland, and Blackcurrant Absinthe. This was good. I melted this up here. I would have liked a bit more of the Blackcurrant Absinthe to come forward. I was melting Blackcurrant Absinthe, which I'll talk about in a moment, in my bedrooms, and I was really enjoying that. In here, it mostly smelled like the Black Sea and the Winter Linen. So kind of a polished, amber, aquatic, linen-ish scent. So it was nice, but it was like quite masculine tones, but also kind of oceanic. But I would have liked a bit more Blackcurrant Absinthe, but still really good. Good, strong throw. Maybe a repurchase. Not sure. I did do Blackcurrant Absinthe, like I said, in the bedrooms. I really enjoyed it. I liked it more than I thought I would. I mean, I've been enjoying Blackcurrant's incense a lot lately anyway. But on cold, this one smells like it's going to be a little bit too masculine and cologne-like. But when it warms up, it really transforms into just a really delicious kind of slightly woody blackcurrant scent. Very deep, very, very, very good. And it kind of loses those masculine tones that it has on cold. So really enjoyed it. It threw pretty well. I would get this one again. I really enjoyed that. Super Tarts. This was day 5 from an advent a couple of years ago. So Palo Santo, Blackberry, Amber, Sandalwood, Vanilla. It is a really nice woody blackberry scent. But it does not throw super well. I've had a couple of clams of it and it's never thrown very well. It is nice, like the Palo, the Sandalwood, the Blackberry. It all goes together really well. But I'd say medium throw for this one. So yeah, I've enjoyed it, but I've had better woody blackberries, better Palo blackberry blends that have thrown better, so I would get them over this, but it is nice. K, Spiced Honey Tonka. So this is tobacco leaf, oud wood, tonka honey spice. I really do enjoy this one. There was something about it this time around though. It was a little bit off-putting, but I couldn't put my finger on why. It's almost like a creamy honey and spice. And you can definitely smell like tobacco leaf and a bit of oud woodiness. Like it is a really good unique blend. Very warming, very comforting, very strong throwing. But yeah, there was something about it in it this time that just maybe bugged me a little bit, but I couldn't really put my finger on what it was. I probably still would repurchase it though, because I have enjoyed that one a lot in previous melts. Vanilla butter fudge and orange chiffon cake. So I did these two together from K. Unfortunately, I think I got myself a bit confused. And I was melting this at the same time I had some tea and cakes blends. And I think some of the tea and cakesness was leaking in from other rooms. So I thought I was melting a tea and cakes blend. So I feel like I need to do this combo again because I do think it would be good. But in my head, I was trying to figure out what citrusy tea and cake scent I was melting. So I don't know what that says about the throw if I was smelling the tea and cakes from other rooms. But anyway, I will try that combo again. I love vanilla butter fudge, and orange chiffon cake is a really good blender as well. So, here's a combo I melted and I literally can't remember anything of. So Palo Santo and Vanilla Crunch Donuts from Scoopable. I think they're both just too light, to be honest. Her Vanilla Crunch Donuts doesn't smell anything like donuts to me. I don't know why it's a donut scent. It smells creamy, almost very slightly nutty. Yeah, it smells like a whipped cream or something, and it's quite light. And her Palo is good. It is really good, but I also think it's not the strongest. So I don't know, because I feel like maybe I didn't spend time with it. Maybe it did okay, but I suspect it maybe wasn't as strong as it could have been. Smoke Show from Teddy Bees. So this is Marshmallow Musk, Marshmallow Fireside, and Toasted Marshmallows. This I loved so much. I had one of those moments where I was melting in the bedrooms and I came into the room and I just could not for the life of me remember what I was melting. Had no idea. And I kind of like those moments because then you're not really thinking about what the notes are. You're just kind of thinking about what you can smell. And I remember thinking, I'm like, what is this? It's like sweet. It's smoky. I felt like there was a woodiness to it, which maybe that was the musk note. Like not a heavy woodiness, but I remember thinking maybe it had like, I don't know, something slightly woody. So I think that might have been the musk. But yeah, this one was just so sweet and warm and cozy and just absolutely beautiful. It threw pretty well. I would say it was medium to high in the bedrooms. Like it was fine. I would definitely get Smoke Show again. I loved that one. It just smelled so good. Okay, so this is my blend, Jenny of Old Stones. So this is Oak Moss and Amber, Tonka Oud and Warm Vanilla Sugar. Loved it. I am just such a huge fan of that Tonka Oud oil. Like I've only just realized recently it was Teddy Bees Khaleesi that kind of put me onto thinking that I would like it. And now having done this custom, I've got a clam of the Tonka and Oud on its own. And I have some Tonka and Oud in a Savannah Blue blend now. I just want to do lots of Tonka and Oud. It's kind of warm and masculine, but also clean. Like, I don't know. It blends really well with Warm Vanilla Sugar as well. That's why I did this combo together, because I was thinking about like that same kind of cozy, almost masculine base that's in Khaleesi from Teddy Bees. But I wanted to take that in a more earthy, mossy direction. So that's why I went with Oak Moss and Amber. And it came out so perfectly. Like you get a lot of Oak Moss and Amber, but then this beautiful, like clean, woody base. It is kind of like a cologne version of like an outdoorsy scent, but just in a way that I like. So many cologne scents just smell like body spray, but this things with this Tonka and Oud and Warm Vanilla Sugar, they don't. They just work so well for me. So loved it. Threw well. Definitely, I reckon I would do this combo again. I've really enjoyed this blend. Really happy with how that one turned out. This one, on the other hand, didn't quite work as I wanted. So this is Crackling Blackberry Birch, which is Vanilla Birch, Blackberry Sage, and Crackling Birch. This one is just so incredibly herbal. Like that blackberry sage, and the sage in particular. Like I just feel like that blackberry sage is kind of overwhelming things a bit. I've figured out that, because I ordered a clamshell of Crackling Birch from Kay, and I don't think hers is as strong as the other vendor ones I've tried. Because I thought with this combo, I knew Blackberry Sage was a strong oil, but I thought that the Crackling Birch would hold up its own. Because for me, Crackling Birch in other blends is very strong, and I have like a scoopable tub of it from Pumpkin Parcel, and you don't need a lot. But the K one does smell a little bit different, and it is pretty subtle. So in this blend, because I think I also didn't ask for much Vanilla Birch, in this blend it just is dominated by Blackberry Sage. And it's kind of almost like a medicinal herbal scent with like strong blackberries. So I don't mind it, but yeah, it didn't turn out the way I wanted. So yeah, very strong. It threw quite strongly. I wouldn't redo that one. I think I might blend more crackling birch into it, even though I don't know. I just feel like that blackberry sage is so overwhelming. But maybe, yeah, maybe some more of my own crackling birch in there. Possibly not the K1. I just feel like the K1 is not going to ever build up to the intensity to hold up against the blackberry sage, but my pumpkin parcel one might, so I might give that a go. I can't remember what I did with that. Come back to that. L3 Spiced Oat Milk Cafe Cubano. If you've watched my videos, you probably see me rave about this one every 2 to 3 weeks, because that seems to be how frequently I melt it. It is just this absolutely delicious, warm, milky, kind of lightly spiced. It's not coffee, it's not tea, but it does feel like a warm... The closest I've ever come to thinking of a drink that exists that smells like it is maybe like a chai tea, but it's not like a chai spice either. Oh, I just love it so much. I get great throw from it. Well, I always melt it in my office, and it always does well in here. I'm not sure how well it would perform out in the bigger spaces, but in here it's perfect. I tend to reach for it like if I've been in the office. I don't know why, but it just feels like a scent that I enjoy. Like, it just makes my office really warm and inviting the next day, like my home office when I melt it the next day. So love it. I got 2 bitty betties of this because I thought that I would probably not want to melt this once the weather starts warming up, but I feel like this is one that I could melt any time except for the really hot morning. It's a morning scent for me. So probably once we get into the depths of summer and things, then I might not be into this one, but I feel like I will probably melt this all through spring. So I probably need more of it because, yeah, I'm only putting it in one warmer because I'm melting it in here. But I'm literally melting it every other week, which is very frequent for me. I don't normally do that with wax. So, yeah, love that one. It's just an absolute staple for me. K, Boom Boom, Lord of Misrule, and Caramel Pipe Tobacco. Really, really love this blend. I might actually, because I've only got 3 pieces left, I might pull it and melt it next week. This one I feel like took a long time to cure to a place that it throws well. Because I got this in April 20, or it was poured in April 21. And I felt like I melted it a few times last year and it didn't throw super well. It was kind of medium. But this year, very strong. Boom Boom and Lord of Misrule really work well together. You get the kind of sweet patchouli... It doesn't smell like patchouli, but there is an earthiness to it. Lord of Misrule is just very unique. You have to try it. And the Boom Boom just works with it. I don't know why. And it's just a really nice blend. It's hard to describe. It's kind of like got a sweet and smoky spin on Lord of Misrule. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Now it's throwing really well. It didn't when I first got it. Or for the first, I don't know. I melted it a few times over 6 months or so and didn't get much out of it. So this year, it's doing well. I don't know if I would do this combo again. I don't know, maybe from like maybe an L3 scoop or something, because I think she's got the oils. Maybe that might perform better. I think I did have something similar to this from another vendor, and that's why I did a custom at K. Possibly, yeah, I feel like it's a combo I could do again, but yeah, anyway. Teddy Bees, the Dornishman's Wife. So this one is Palo Santo Blackberries Marshmallow Fireside with the slightest hint of lemon. So this scent, I've had this before. I had it a few years ago when I first ordered from Teddy Bees in like, she used to do these bitty loaf. I don't know if they were called bitty loaves. They were little loaves. Before she did souffles. And I did this in my kitchen this time around. I think going forward I'm going to melt it in my office, because this is the type of scent that it smells so good on cold. I feel like you need to kind of be in so it throws well in that you can smell it all through the kitchen, but I feel like what I really like about it kind of got lost over the bigger space. Sometimes scents like this, when you smell them up close cold, or you melt them in like a smaller space and you're closer to it and you can smell it in a bit more of a concentrated fashion, sometimes I feel like you get the most out of it. Because I remember I liked this one but didn't love it last time I had it as well. So I think that, but just smelling it here, it smells so good. Like the colour's amazing, the blackberry. I don't really get a hint of lemon, but the marshmallow fireside, the smokiness to it, it smells so freaking good. And if I could get it to smell that strong and intense, like here in my office, I feel like maybe I can, then I will absolutely love it as much as I love smelling it here. But when it was melting, I was like, it's good, but not amazing. So, yeah. Circus Concession from Scoopable Tart Wax. It's the same as the Rose Girls scent. So cotton candy frosting, ooey gooey caramel, Macintosh madness, and funnel cake. So I wanted to try this in a small quantity because of how much it gets raved about. And I thought the cookie was really cute. I do not like this scent. Look, generally speaking, Circus Concession scents are not for me. I just don't love the combo of scents. But I've heard this one was different, so I wanted to give it a go. But it's got a real strong spice to it. I don't know if that's from the funnel cake or what, but I don't really love that combined with the strong caramel. There is a little bit of a sweet apple pop to it, but it's not very strong. The cotton candy frosting is also not super strong here either. Like there is a definite good amount of sweetness to the blend, but it's not overwhelming, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, it's the combination of the caramel and the kind of heavy spice that just doesn't really sit well with me. It threw pretty well, I think, but yeah, that one's not a repurchase. Okay. So I did Rose Girls Tea and Cakes with scoopable berry tangerine type. So, pardon me. Berry tangerine type is tangerine, mixed berries, sweet orange cranberry, and fresh ginger. So this was a good combo with tea and cakes. I don't know if I'm going to like berry tangerine on its own. It's got a very sweet ginger, citrus, cranberry thing. Like it's kind of sweet ginger first, which is not always like ginger is not a favorite scent of mine in wax. I love ginger ale. I love ginger with the fizziness, but not in many other combos. So yeah, there's the sweetness and the ginger in here just isn't really working for me super well, but I did like it with tea and cakes. I thought it was a good kind of natural combo. It mostly smelled like tea and cakes, but with a bit more spice and a bit more fruitiness. The combo threw pretty well. I don't know if I need to repeat it, or maybe I will to use the berry tangerine. I wouldn't need to repurchase the berry tangerine. I do like Rose Girls does have a very good tea and cake, so I would get that again. And the last thing I have here is Witches Be Crazy for Zucchini Bread from Teddy Bees. I don't remember much about this melting. So this is birthday cake, pecan waffle, sugar cookie dough, pinch of cinnamon spice, vanilla, and zucchini bread. Whether I melted it, I must have melted it either in my bedroom or the kitchen. It smells pretty good. I will say that Teddy Bees I don't think has my favourite zucchini bread. Hers is very creamy. It just doesn't have that rich, sort of slightly salty tone that zucchini breads that I love have. So this just kind of smells like a more non-pecan waffle bakery leaning Witches Be Crazy. But I just don't remember it melting, so I can't really comment. Which is a shame, but anyway. That's it. Pardon me. Everything that I melted this week. Hang on. Probably a good thing I've reached the end because this has just decided that it's not tolerating any of this anymore. I did melt less this week because I was in the office 2 days. So Tuesday I didn't melt at all, or I did, I just kept melting what I was melting the day before. And Thursday I did change my warmers when I got home, but I didn't melt, during the day. So That's why there is a bit less. Alright, I'm going to call it there. I hope you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.